So Samsung finally gave the Fold 8 Ultra almost everything we've been asking for. But after comparing it with the S26 Ultra, something surprised me. Because once I stopped looking at the folding screen, this comparison became a lot more complicated than I expected. Let's get into it. Let's start with the fact that changes how you have to judge everything else. The S26 Ultra has been out since March and starts at $12.99, and with deals you may pay even less. The Fold 8 Ultra is on pre-order at around $2,100, so you're paying more than 60% extra. The question isn't whether the Fold 8 Ultra gives you more. It obviously does. The real question is whether those differences will actually change how you use your phone, enough to justify another $800. And here's where the Fold 8 Ultra actually gets right. Because there is one real win. You get an 8-inch inner creaseless screen that reaches a 3600 nits. Samsung is using its latest Flex titanium display and has finally added the anti-reflective coating. On paper, that sounds like a massive win. But here's what almost every Fold comparison ignores. Every upgrade I just mentioned only exists when you're using the inner display. The moment you close the phone, you're back on the cover display, where the S26 Ultra delivers the best smartphone display available today. It's only when a regular smartphone starts feeling too small that the Fold completely pulls away. The real question is, how often does that actually happen? Now here's something interesting. The Z Fold 8 Ultra is finally the closest phone Samsung has ever made to a traditional Ultra. But somehow it still misses one Ultra feature that matters the most. The S26 Ultra has both a dedicated 3x and a 5x periscope zoom. The Fold still uses the same 3x lens Samsung has shipped since 2022, which creates a weird situation. The phone that costs $800 more actually becomes the weaker camera the moment you need anything beyond 3x zoom. The Fold even has a weaker selfie camera. Sure, you can use the rear camera instead, but are you really going to unfold your phone every time you're traveling just to take a selfie? Now, credit where it's due. Battery used to be the Fold's biggest weakness. Samsung finally fixed that. It's now a full 5000 mAh battery with 45-watt charging. Sounds like Samsung finally caught up, except the S26 Ultra still charges faster at 60 watts, with quicker wireless charging too. So even after Samsung solved the Fold's biggest weakness, it still doesn't match the S26 Ultra. Under the hood, things get surprisingly boring. These two phones are almost impossible to separate. Same Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy, similar RAM and storage options, and the same software experience. The Fold does get a slightly faster NPU, but in practice it's such a small difference that you probably won't notice it. Then there's one feature Samsung still refuses to fix, and this might be the most frustrating part. The S26 Ultra is now basically Samsung's only flagship, with a proper S Pen, which is strange, because Samsung's biggest canvas is also the one you can't write on. Now, not everyone uses an S Pen, but removing the option from the phone that would benefit from it the most just feels backwards. And here's something important that people forget: water and dust. The S26 Ultra is fully protected against both. While the Fold 8 Ultra handles the water fine, the dust protection just isn't at the same level. Google solved this problem last year, and for a phone that expensive, this is a huge miss. At the end of the day, almost all of that extra 60% goes into one thing: the folding display. And if you actually live in that big inner screen and constantly multitask, the Fold earns every dollar, and nothing else does what it does. But if you just want the better camera, the S Pen, faster charging, and the overall better phone, you save $800, and the S26 Ultra quietly wins. Samsung gave the Fold the Ultra name. It just forgot to give it the ultimate Ultra experience. Speaking of the Ultra experience, the first hands-on of the Tab S12 Ultra is out. Click here to watch it in full. This is Techtics, and I'll see you there.